Yo, this one here, it goes out to all the kids out here, man, that go through so much hurt and turmoil, but they keep smiling on, man. Yo, we gotta learn from these kids right here.
I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel His presence just in their smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much. I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel His presence just in their smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much.
Head of an after school program on 7 Mile, but I've been working for the Y for a little while. We had a lot of smiles and some upside downs. I know kindergarteners and 7th graders now. Summer day camp in the city, limited funds, but we had so much fun running with the kids, playing spiders and flies, or laying on our backs, making pictures with the clouds in the sky. Sometimes we would chill on the grass and just kick it. Some of the stories I heard from the kids were so wicked. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I believe in whoopings, but some of the scars I saw made my heart stiff and little girls sniffling. Girl, what's wrong with you? I wanna see my daddy, but he locked up for abuse, yeah. He was kinda mean, and at nighttime I would hear my mama scream, but I miss him calling me his little butterfly, and I could see the tears swelling up in her eyes. I said, come here. She wrapped her arms around my waist and squalled. I felt the years of pain from that 7-year-old. I said, look, at night you pray, girl, you so strong, you gon' be okay. Her dark brown eyes looked into mine and said, my mama told me the same thing last night, Mr. E. You wanna play the hand game I taught you? Slide. She put her hands into mine. God gave me strength by just looking in the eyes. God gave me strength by just looking in the eyes.
I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel His presence just in their smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much. I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel His presence just in their smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much.
Another day I was getting ready for the program to start, taking out the snacks and the Uno cards and man collar. Man, what y'all know about that? But anyway, I felt a little tap on my back. I turned around, a girl waved and said, hey, Mr. E. I said, what up, what you doing here? It's only 3. She said, I'm leaving early. Then I said, okay. I said, how you been doing? And she said, straight. But grandma said, we gotta move away. It's amazing the stuff little kids will tell you. I didn't ask, I didn't want to get in the business, but she told me some heavy stuff. God is my witness. She said to keep breaking into the house, looking for my auntie, then they hit her in the mouth. It's too much drama around where I stay. That's why grandma said we gotta move away. Me and mama was taking out my TT braids, and it was bruises and lumps all in her head. I said, I'm afraid that things will get better. She said, thank you, Mr. E, you got some annihilators. And she smiled, and I swear I saw a glow. Her smile almost put a lump in my throat. With a half braided hair and a pink leather coat, God gave me strength through that fire road. With her half braided hair and her pink leather coat, God gave me strength through that fire road.
I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel His presence just in their smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much. I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel His presence just in their smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much.
I remember a few years back when I first was a unit director at camp. I had a set of cousins in my group. These fellas was respectful, never had a problem with the two. Came in hyper big honey buns for breakfast. One was kinda chubby, but I always told him he ran fast. Would let him get me out when we played freeze tag. He smiled, but in his eyes I saw something. One day we was lining up for the pool, and I smelled something that really wasn't cool. So I found out who it was. It was Little Man's, and I didn't want to embarrass him. I just pulled him by the hand, and his older cousin followed me. He always protected him. I said, what up, man? Why you using on yourself? You did a number 2, man. What's up with that? You too old for that, man. So we rinsed off, changed, and proceeded to play. But tomorrow, around the same time, same thing. Frustrated, cause I'm the one that gotta get him clean. But today his cousin pulled my shirt and said, Mr. E, I gotta tell you something. And he said a few months ago, something bad happened. His mama was on drugs or something. I think crack or something. I don't know why, but when his mom and brother was in the living room, Lil Man heard a loud boom. Lil Man was only 6, but he got real sick when he opened the door and saw mom and his brother with bullet wounds dead right in front of his eyes, pulling on his mom to cry, shaking his older brother as he took his last sigh. You see, Mr. E, he gets real scared. After that happened, that's when he start using it on himself. But he's cool. I said, I know. He just needs you to show him that you won't leave him. Just stand in the doorway like for show day. Think about my life, do I got problems? problems, no way. This kid lived through trauma at the age of 6. God gave me strength and walking with him to the bathroom. I know that might sound crazy to you, but let God speak to me and he'll speak to you. But let God speak to me and he'll speak to you.
I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel his presence just in a smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much. I know I see God in the eyes of a child. I feel his presence just in a smile. They are precious, they take so much. I pray they won't have to cry so much.